Hello and welcome back to our second video of the course. I'm glad you're here. Let's dive straight into the topic of self-awareness and how you can build yours to enhance your interpersonal relations. The ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle once wrote, "Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom." Despite this being 1,000 years old, this same philosophy remains true today. Before enhancing your relationships with others, it's essential to first look inward and reflect on your own behaviors and motivations. To practice becoming more self-aware, pick a specific day in the past week and take some time to think of your actions, interactions, and decisions. I invite you to find pen and paper and explore the following questions. Ask yourself, how do your interactions go? For example, do you have one-on-one with members of your team or team meetings during the week? Did your team approach you with questions? If so, did they seem comfortable doing so? What emotions do you feel when interacting with your team? Were you feeling happy, frustrated, understood, or calm? And after thinking of the emotions, ask yourself, what caused you to feel this way? Perhaps you were feeling happy because you sensed your team members understood and listened to you. Or you were feeling frustrated because projects were delayed. Or you felt calm as everything just ran smoothly. Were there moments where you had to take action or make decisions for the team? And if so, what motivated you to act? And think, how do you feel after taking that action or making that decision? What was the end result? By investing time in understanding your thought pattern and behaviors, you can adjust your approach to better meet your own needs and the needs of your team. The next exercise I recommend for increasing your self-awareness is becoming more specific about the type of leader you are. I recommend using the 4 leadership styles to identify which category you fall into. While I don't advise labeling yourself rigidly into one category, understanding where you generally fit can be useful too for enhancing self-awareness. It's also important to mention that these are just 4 examples. Several other styles exist, but for this course, we'll be focusing on these specific 4 leadership styles. The first style is the authoritarian leadership. In an autocratic environment, the leader makes decisions without team input, which can be demoralizing. However, autocratic leaders make decisions quickly and confidently, making them effective in a crisis. If you're an autocratic leader, try to focus on balancing executive decisions with your team's insight and feedback. The second style is the participative leadership. Leaders with a democratic style value their team's opinion. They open up decisions for debate, which helps team members feel valued. But in some cases, democratic leaders can seem indecisive, as though they don't trust their ability to reach conclusions. If you're a democratic leader, focus on enhancing your effectiveness by being more decisive in your decision-making. The third style is the laissez-faire leadership. In this leadership style, the leader does not interfere in daily team operations and delegates decision-making. 2 types of these leaders exist. The first ones are intentional laissez-faire leaders, which believe in giving their employees autonomy and creative freedom. The second ones are unintentional laissez-faire leaders, which are more hand-off leaders. They often work best with self-directive team members. However, some individuals need more direction and intentional leadership. If this is you, learn how your team likes to be managed and who needs hands-on support. Finally, the 4th style is the transactional leadership. Transactional leaders focus on order, setting clear goals with rewards and penalties. This approach promotes compliance, but it can limit creativity. If the approach is fair and clear, it can enhance performance and productivity. However, these leaders may struggle with empathy and flexibility for individual needs. If you're a transactional leader, focus on incorporating more flexibility and empathy into your leadership style. Now, take a moment to focus on the leadership styles you resonate with the most. Remember, one specific leadership style is not necessarily good or bad. There's no right or wrong way here. Rather than trying to change your leadership style, identify the characteristics that resonate with you the most and reflect on how this may be helping or hindering you and your team. By reflecting deeper on your leadership style, you can also identify struggles your team may be facing. For example, if deadlines are often missed, is it maybe because you're being too democratic with decision making and extending project timelines? Or is it because you're too hands-off and team members don't have enough milestones to hit before a final project deadline? This exercise is not about blaming yourself, as sometimes your team members' behavior is out of your control. Rather, use this exercise to look inwards and reflect on what you can improve on, rather than trying to change everything at once. Next, take a moment to reflect on this question. How do you think your team perceives your leadership style? Perhaps they also see you in this way, or maybe they have another perspective. I invite you to discuss this with your team in the coming weeks and also encourage them to find out which style they resonate with. You'll be surprised by how this simple exercise will help strengthen your team dynamics. Stay with me for the next lesson where we'll explore soft skills and communication styles. See you there.